talking. Enjoy the George Daco strings. Kwara?
Yes, sir, bro penny.
Mache.
Yenua.
Boko de.
Nyame de yam kwa che.
Ekoyi.
Na wo so e.
Nyame ne hene.
Ye dey ho ase.
Run man run.
Santana was studio.
Hey. Troublesome
The man
analytical.
sought after.
Educated fisherman.
Mama Kajo.
Apum.
Otwidam banyango pon hye na ye yinkanizin there and pay wa ma yehu awowanyim.
Amen.
That was studio so.
Amen.
Highly motivated by George Daku.
Yeah, man.
About that
people. The ebullient. The irrepressible. The former Central Regional Minister. The former Central Regional Minister. The exciting Kwame Duncan. Our positivity. Anabe. Amen. 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 Amen.
Nah. Ne gogu ba go ba gere. Next week Thursday and then Friday and you know.
Oh yeah, you know what Thursday.
Thursday, you know.
Thursday. You know
You know umpa.
Now Kwame na member of region.
Okay.
Ohana Simnisi. Kaswa no munsem. For somebody who was the immediate past regional security head. Kaswa no munsem sam. Ebi say mosi you know influence of television. Ebi so say TV spiritualist. Ebi so say Kaswa Kasan. And somewhere
Papa.
nah, this is just a tip of the iceberg. Kwame, your comments.
Yo, Chairman Janana Bay, Menjo son Kokra,
Mejodo.
wait a fool and pim.
Amen.
Can feel from Mantomofo. Na Anape a Canada. And so, my mum fa brilliant when I'm on your crackers. My mate direct, my inner classroom.
Kinzoa.
Eh, na, by gentleman, there. Obianim for no with there.
Oboko Soja.
I tell you, no, nobody now wanting for you. Oh, Kizo, the chair, you will not find him at trouble spot. At all. He's a gentleman. I say, and I pay, and a brother senior 87. Yeah, more.
Ah, yeah, you are 87. That's true. Yes.
Yeah, more, I would have Papa Soja. Hey, Obia Pedo CDS, indeed. On this day, one part and Bilbin it was the chief of defense staff.
Amen.
The Kinzo, eh?
Yeah, the Kinzo.
I'm not the 50th birthday. What them are celebrating,
Papa, that was 5 years ago.
Friday, no, that was 5 years. Oh,
What?
Go.
It's 5 years already.
That's right. The young shall grow.
Kwame not Duncan at 55.
That's why me chase Kokrokoo.
Yes. But Kokrokoo, okay, too. Kokrokoo is 67 in July.
I'm chasing. Kokrokoo be chasing, but
Wow. It's 5 years already.
Already, yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
You've done so well. You
Thank
celebrated all of us.
that's right. That's right.
Hey,
Nyaminadum.
Kwame here party bi wa mama.
Massa.
Aba njane wa.
Yeah.
Aba le again.
Nyaminadum inti.
Kwame don wa ka da soro bo. Say if the one born a wo koto kurba nka soro da.
Amen.
It be si which no.
Nyaminadum.
Kwame o zikan. Mama ena neja nebusia. Oye no tedam ato ho mama ho kusa na yako. Ayo sam papa there. Awo feyefuna odu baby mpa na o one side pen water.
Yeah.
The one chain film throughout and the pure wise is the fetchum. Obi o home nensina chada point obodi bia no hunte fitu to akase obi o home ishro obi wa na tekura hemba we yinsin a obro
Sure.
ishro he we rabe awesome we yin maraka all manner of offense wodi Neji what do no kutu do bonanga sanga sa na abatom pempen nyame aswe ho asomdwem na oya wo yinsem Kwame
Yeah.
at the top of about 10-year-old boy
Oh.
yeah ba no bonukun yeah ato yanchem bi na mo mi pa de sen pa no hwene ma o ti dua no you must be that heartless you must have the heart of a monster Kwame I say ya hwa brochi ho de a won po ay etu ndano nche trigger en mo mpa je na de ti dua pa Kwame
Yeah.
sodium that shit. Yeah, there is a banda bia self defense. Mo wuti me there. Re bonne kun. The bon po moto from na yi baba. There's niti do. Ha. I how do bia bona impa bi no bona o da honam pe no hate ya honam mo wo yin mu na ade. Onye impa. Na we intro Teacher bi no say media television and that atesa obia tumba tando na obona no hugwa de mo abrebom bia o ha obia obi o kwa mpadu e kwa ho a na wo de besi wo tenten wo de ndama wotumi ye nyina da ahihye hyado ni nyina virtually abrebom o ha nyina wo ya no na obatena television do so nso waka na bi also the spiritualist na ho a wo ye juju ho ejuma nso moja nso de to e wie nso di se akiri de ebinom so se ka so ho na
Asamo.
Kwame ho na ma ho zen wo that is not unexpected
Yeah, of course.
ho na ma ho zen wo kaswa oye utuman na niza nche wade frani odupon pe na Kwame profile ni chede 1970 there were less than 1,000.
There were less than 1,000 people there.
Yes, 1,000. Last census 2010. Na wonchom. In fact, as a district no ye ewutu efutu senya. Na wini banyina aka ho.
Okay.
Ni tirin owo Simpa. Ntina Simpa oni district capital. Na wide and stretched. Why should we back? Na it's a whole of a Wutu Senya West. Come na a Wutu Senya East.
That's too big.
Too big. Now this is na resources are here Oko. And we be
Yeah.
Obo to more that plan. Intika so ba bobazen. Bobada in a proper plan. Or you're building a township. No you. In the Bioso, Accra near expansion, Tamani expansion. The spillover. Osane. Dodona, what if you crom croppy, what about pet? Bibia, you want crana and Cabra boy as in a horn. Want to make her down and then kick one. The easy alternative was Kaswa. And see, you had as many, and in where my Yabaka hustlers from all kinds of backgrounds. In fact, Kaswa is microcosm of the entire West African sub-region.
A melting pot.
A melting point. Benya group Bia West Africa, whether they are Nigerians, Gambians, Chad,
everywhere.
All of them.
They are there.
And Sana, Ebomai Susuma.
Every tribe.
No, so. Only I have to hold for fin the bass.
We are all.
Kaswa. The Kaswa is one of the fastest growing areas in the entire sub-region. 2010 census, over a little over 195,000. Now, Kwame, in a matter of 10, 11 years, says your official census figure, mate. Now, I projected figure.
One voter population is about 160 plus.
Yes.
1,000.
In your projected figure, Kwame, or inch above 300,000.
So it means that typical Ghana,
Yes.
Yes. No planning.
Just not.
We just allowed Kaswa to just
Yes.
sprawl and sprout.
Just like
Sprout.
that.
Sprawl and sprout.
No,
I mean, what's that they using?
Yeah.
Sprawl and sprout. 9. And it is still sprawling
and sprouting.
and sprouting.
And nobody's doing anything about it.
Yes. Oh yeah, a big shanty town. Big shanty town. Ghettos and all manner of backgrounds. I remember your minister for the 4 years.
No.
Anywhere I found myself, I may report on the region. The issue of security, always my emphasis was on Kaswa and its enclave. And the mobile boom so yeah, oh yeah, our friend Liberia Fuya, most on your bar.
Buduburam.
I mean, also by a very hot spot. Says ya Kaswan, oh yeah, recruiting and training grounds for criminals. 2 years ago, I went there. Oku police.
Yeah.
Who the case in crab work we could do.
Yeah.
Just a week or 2 weeks ago, your own one will operate within Kaswa Enclave. And then once we call far afield. Cooperate in the Wabba. 2 weeks or so ago. If you are Tenge, Tony.
No,
PR for one. Great Accra. I went to there, na the bar bankaya, baby ma a mouthful high class of 4 park cars. What did you think? Come on, no, yeah, car breakthrough. Obubu breaking, sorry, breaking. Na Kwame, oyi no mundama akasakasi. Wa pona CCTV camera. No capture mo 1 second. Kaswa. Kwame, my security brief every day. Either there was snatch vehicles, snatch motorbikes, now was snatch in a very violent form.
Yeah.
Impana oil driving either there we plan more when you call receive medical attention and then the work it's a tunchia or yeah filling stations everyday robbery filling stations kwame the iso tunchia cyber fraud only can Nigeria for Nikasa. I'm not saying there and one person why but reporting about no background in Nikasana Inti or yeah everyday crime spot every day. Na into manka na emfasumbo informo police. Sana kwame.
Yeah.
Se kwenta Kaswa enclave. Na se hwe police post a owo hwa. Me ya show do bodu 745
for such a big place.
Big place.
Yes.
Na it's all to chance so kwame. The numbers, the police numbers are not there. In fact, Kaswana requirement and some come from that it must be more than a region. Kaswa the police requirement and
the one whole region.
Yes. Although a lot of police posts, a lot of them. Na logistical support so the Kaswa was there. Whether we like it or not. Kwame. Say yang kodo yang develop and design a special security architecture and for Makaswa and its enclave. Accra will continue to suffer. We the criminals who feel by hate Accra. And see, over there, Kaswa shada special security architecture. Here this one I won't leave it just even at the interior ministry level. National security itself must be part of this. Occasionally, whilst I was the regional minister, headquarters, regional police command, I remember I went in Nabredo and even Ampabeni Nabredo. We had 2 major swoops. Now, Kwame, swoop with it. And there was even military collaboration. No, I think that there had been a major issue and which prompted that collaboration and for the swoop to take place. Now, quite me a super. I know them a sonas home. Sonas home. In your tree. And see, oh, yeah, oh, the year pa. You remember when we were growing up?
Yeah.
Ashama was the town.
Oh, yeah.
Ashama.
Yeah.
Says yan, Damatagan, whether we like it or not. Says ya the impo lead the matagan yakaswa. And see, we free yakasia. Kwame, and Komobiaro Babadahan or your money na no common. Ma fa or ye ma bakam. There, you will bring you are. Na the order to ye that ye were Kaswan and non quado. Ono some bender ma. Manu de Sunado. Yati. It's Kwame. It's become a community. I may say either humanity is lost or it's so dwindled. Feeling for one fellow feeling. Osano yada enwa wati kaswa na nkwado. They experience it, they live it every day. I was not surprised. Oh yeah, Moframa, where the bono to them, and Yagan and would say, baby P. Ossi. Na in my 55 years on Friday.
Amen.
You are proud.
Yes, I say.
I say.
We are not going to that's right.
It's should be a
Kwame. People to come there. The man fimu. Mufama. Wayan Totochua. I'm one in the wager. No wash a home. 1 year of majority age. Yeah, money be to the man. What to me? Queenpa. Or people to come. But as far as I can recall and recollect, This is what has come on the national board. Now,
Menti be that.
yes, Kwame there. A 16-year-old.
Children killing children.
Yes, 16-year-old. Yeah, there be a. I am Jebia. Oh, my papa ni dem. Itu. Say how na my family was agor. Mama chire. Na mansa kuro na nsa kaka.
Kaka.
Ma wa obako maku ewu. Honestly, we see what that. Na yi. Why
planned.
Yes. Abopo there. You look abufre. 16-year-old and 17-year-old.
What's a wobble them bo?
I say.
What interview about Faba now? More open in our fashion. No often. I said they are more than agree 18, agree 19.
Well, in order that
Still can say 18 or 19.
They are teenagers, but it could also be they're pushing that agenda so that they will not be considered as
Juveniles.
No, no, possible.
No, possible.
That's right.
Until how the India police for no
Wow,
way.
But my yard in these ages.
Yeah.
Kwame, my Americans doing there. Baby, my when you were 16, 17, 18, the school. Ya menchada. And all it takes is for the boy to have his bath and to have something in the morning. And if you are even lucky, the junior school where you go to school, you may have a hot meal in the course of day. Na se bon madiri ya. Na se twa, na se nyame ye wadom ma ko BC na twa. Senior school no kware onyasam. Into 16, 17, 18 the school no the school. The idea there, you share television. Na I obi tdo ana spiritualist bi tdo mo ka there. Say yimpa no ai popre de ba. Yabama ayeye. I mean, they could come up quickly with this. But in my view, community when in women or your casual community. Kwame, they see this every day, they live this every day. Around them, there is violence. As for taking of lives, it's a commonplace. About 3-4 days. When you can see the Peace FM.
Yeah.
Obia, wake isika. Brown envelope. Offer taxi. Obesi one junction. Alba for another. And call for two. What's the motto do?
Okay, so what?
Kasu here. What diniska? I diniska umpa.
Quay.
Kwame, me ko twa mo boto. Me nya me ntwa. Me pio to so bom. Ajimiska no. Kwame, ajimiska. Nti pasikal fo kwa. Oji sika ni we no so osan okunu. Amazing. How could we then you na jajamna masama kay aduma ni do. Na mo fasika ni mredo. Na sa baje. Oji sika otunu tu okun. Osana Kwame, in that enclave it is a common place. Oya to see. Daba. Mese, sir, me reporting na security briefing ya, se me yu gentle me de achewa. Kaswa features every day.
Me better make us be, but not to make it seem as if I'm holding brief for anybody. How Akumsin, Okotri Tun, was she telling us something we didn't see? Was she telling us that this is symptomatic of the neighborhood or the area I represent? Because we may look at the politics of it. Honestly, no, that's not my issue. But if a sitting member of parliament onye secure enough for neighborhood na chido atwi tura na me erikenya Ebiana, she was, by her unfortunate action, drawing our attention to the real situation in Kaswa. Is it possible? No, me use how as maybe let's look at the scene.
But Kwame, me nyim there as
It's an
a member.
intersection, Kwame. I would pray.
Remember, me nyim there.
No, the reason why I'm asking, I know the oil zone,
I get your question.
but say,
Kwame,
say
why
that
the man?
Kwame na describe the idea.
Life was in danger.
That is what you say. Even at that level,
Her life was in danger.
even at that level,
Yes.
that is how fluid the security situation is.
Yes. Okay.
Ain't he say, if you don't arm yourself, if you don't show there as a motoa, Wapo will take you out.
Exactly.
So it is like jungle justice.
That's right. But Kwame.
Maybe by using her, no, I'm drawing unnecessary. But
No, but
it just came to mind.
You are fleshing it up.
Yes.
You are asking that. Let's take a deep look.
Yes,
That's the one-
beyond.
yes,
that's right.
Yeah, look beyond.
Yes.
Power.
That's the point.
Yeah.
You are adding on there. Look, it's about time. And see, your hands on just a little
Incidental.
small example. Yes. Mention to me there. Ebia, as a minister, as an MP, that was the way she wanted to communicate to the rest of the world. There, look, this place is a danger hotspot in Montpellier. But Oyada Kwame, mention which a chinyesu there on him too well.
Yeah.
Her environment.
Yes.
On him pa.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And every good organizer, Kwame, and leave some to chance.
Yes.
You don't leave some to chance. And now, in the kind of environment and the competition in which you find yourself, or there, on Kabanda, the ones about to one there.
I should have.
I should have.
Me, your man, check.
Yes.
Yeah.
And see,
Had I known.
yes, and see, all angles are there, Obuano. But I will not take it there. She was communicating to the rest of the world.
No,
and
no,
look,
no. I'm not saying she was communicating.
No,
Not deliberately.
I am just saying that.
But it gives us an idea.
Yes.
A story in about Kaswano, GhanaNewsPage.com will be there. Send them. Businessman shot dead at Kaswa in broad daylight.
That's broad daylight.
Yeah. What's the baby or pay Kuma?
Yes. Kwame, broad daylight, me say, Chade, Messi, it's a common place. Common place. Commanders are what been in the last 15 years. Kwame say, show them maybe some there as a regional commander for Central Region. With security challenge, pa no hefa Kaswa. What's that? Virtually all parts of the region, you will not hear a biomana a quaba flashing. No potentially, but man also all but up. Yeah, the Asan area. Not so through a lot of Sakawa and all of that. And the Sakawan shall sit or bar a certain level of ostentation and means to. And see, no, with it or prim. And see, what's baby are all show up. But the only thing here, Kaswa. And see, from me, that's what the environment has exposed them to.
So sad, eh?
Yes, expose them to. Nanche, 16-year-old. The obesity bada na bodwin ho ababa utirim kobena. The merfa idia afraba ma bonekun. Me yina sie anofa na ma be botun. Na me yina akom wotwitwa atwa no ho baabi. Waja ye ndama mama me yiska. You must have first built up that what I call that hardened kind of heart. And sana, because now you have built that hardened heart, environment. The Kaswa environment is one that we need to take a deep look, and we must do so quickly and assist. Oh, I think Sabakro, I say, either or your baby. Bana Kodu or Umpotem, I think they come. They are close. They come. They cause the havoc. They cause the disturbance of peace of your mind and all of that. They go back. And see, Kwame, I are wholesome. Or ya ma waban ena na so said na meeting na all kasa no ntum kasa mpo na esu.
Na ncho yo yare ho.
Kwame, I shed tears for her. I mean, I in that instance, but the man who can gina na name, I will na yam, and to lose your child in this, I mean, gruesome way. Kwame, see, ya baba kinda, ya ma yako, ya ma mame, ya ma eja, ya ma ebusioni na yako. Nemum oyeda omani na akayeda ode yetu hana mo intentam za osafata do ode ye yetum ye in order that Kaswa doesn't continue to pose a security challenge for us as a country.
Sprawling and sprouting, the story of Kaswa. Maybe we should do a documentary on it. Somebody who knows better than me should do it. Sprawling and sprouting, the story of Kaswa. Chairman General, you're absolutely right. Mavis Howard Kumsin's action will be picked up by a health and safety person as what we call a PI, a potential incident, or an NM, a near miss. Any of these should be investigated for the root cause and a plan put in place to prevent a top event, which is either a major accident or incident on any day. Kobe sends that one in. There's this word called hypothesis, which to some of us as science students is explained as a very wise guess. Kwame, your description with what happened to Howard Kumsi is perfect. If that woman hadn't shown what she showed that day, she probably would have been dead. Politics blinds us to reality sometimes. Nana Hesse or Jiri. And then I was talking about GhanaNewspage.com. Kwekunti Ade Ebia Abremi. Oh, I'm a link me. Sadly, Kwamina, you're so right. He says the link to Kaswa's stories on GhanaNewspage.com, about 80% of them are negative and about crime. So he sends me one. Breaking news, 50 arrested for beating up 2 military men in Kaswa. Stripper fingered to death at Kaswa.
Yes.
Businessman shot dead at Kaswa in daylight robbery.
Plenty.
Say every time it's bad news. It reminds me of that song by Latin Quarter, Radio Africa. I'm only hearing bad news from Radio Africa. I should look for it and play this morning. As a country, we must move away from the colonial system of policing, keeping policemen and women in barracks. We should rather do more intelligence-driven policing. Mubarak Sakbul sends that. Well, the police will tell you they do a lot of intelligence work. But Charlie, the team big. Now I understand why the MP for Kaswa is quote-unquote a wild cat. She understands the psychology of the place. Mr. Q. Kwabrabem.
Chairman General.
Kwabna Wonfe.
SMP na yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ yɛbɛbɔ no tɔfa.
Matthew.
Asɛm a asi ɛyɛ mmara mu no anaa mmara nim no ɛto mmara a yɛsɛ ɛyɛ crime. Na saa asɛm pɔtee a asi no nso no atwetwe nsɛm ahodoɔ bebree aba. Sɛ minister abobo bi so. Ebi ɛyɛ the immediate environment. I say your friend Kaswa ho no. Send your hositie. Na afei nso so ɔmanmu no nyinaa yɛn hyehyɛeɛ ɛne anamontuo ɛne kwan a yɛfa so asi dwen yɛman no ho nkuro ahodoɔ a yɛwɔ nipa dodoɔ ɛsɛ sɛ ɛtena mu ɛne nipa dodoɔ ɛwɔ saa beaeɛ yi. Na afei wode abɛtoto bambɔ nsɛm ho. Security. Kwame.
Yeah.
Then the social dynamics that play out. Culture. Now I say national ethics and I say ethos. If there are any. Your values be ana. Kwame ben ye fa so promote to sa nneɛma no. Sa nneɛma nyinaa ɛyɛ other aspects are sa bonisɛm esi yi ayi apue. Enti ne nkɔmɔdie no mesrɛ sɛ yɛbɛto yɛn bo ne yi ne mako en fa to akwa me de ba ye fa minister de hu ena na me pese eye asemo a de si ye na ankasa no kwa me.
Yeah.
It points to something. The incident, Minister Diana Nawokano, it communicates something.
Yeah.
She may not have communicated that, but the incident.
But looking at what has
absolutely.
Yeah.
Na sanko modie no enso wo hono mo a ya hwe ye ne de fore we hu a said wa wo kan ye no ahia na ye say who hold the brief for somebody.
Exactly.
But mesre say in general conversation about this matter no ye nwini ho na ye ni hu komo sansem yi bi na menya ya chairman general.
Yeah.
The intelligence community of this country should have been engaging and discussing.
Maybe they are.
If they are, we should be seeing signs of a conversation going on. I responded to certain things. But said the kind, maybe they are. But if it hasn't happened, His Excellency the President of the Republic, National Security Council, I'm on the chairperson,
Of course.
should trigger an internal backroom conversation around these issues. Kwame, they say the incident of the crime, the environment, the national collection in terms of security, social dynamics, culture, and national ethics or ethos, if we have any. Nano nana Kwame Medeba say, mesre bambo for and then bambo juma no mo beye, but asemu asi no na wo mu tu ho na mo.
Meba so nim Sasa.
Yes sir.
Sasa say it's a sad story.
Yeah.
The discussion and talk shop should end. Yeah. All the panel members on your program, including my brother Kabila, can tell 1 or 2 spots in Accra or beyond where young boys with newly registered big vehicles converge. You will see at a glance these guys are probably not gainfully employed, yet live flamboyant lifestyles. It comes along with peer pressure. Quote, how did my friend buy his car and live so big? Can I also have sing? Unquote. Our security should begin to clamp down on such sports and investigate the source of their incomes. Else, this is just the beginning. Go to Winneba. It is worse. Sasa. Kwabrantuasu.
Kwame Medase.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Sasa. Na Chairman General. One more aposifo a wo handle sasem yi no. Ye be bom paye dia tawo mu achi na yasre wo mo so se. Wo mo de no kredie akokoduro nyamesuro ani periperi obedi dwuma na sasem we ya pet ni puma sibre entempa eni se twentu bebre. In fact, Chairman General, any crime investigations here draggy any ehun nsemnie ewo asendibia nhwehwemu bebre adadi se etwetwe ne ho a eka ho bi ehye nkrofo enkran emamu di bone entintempa ya investigations ayebeye yenye no swiftly.
How about Tomuso Mulse at the end of Munyini says boys ne bia
the investigation should go that far. Now maybe my presentation no sprawls and sprouts.
Sprawling and sprouting.
Yeah, me can be biafa ho, and you get my point. Say yes, investigations in the enye. Say investigation be lead you to say enye mrantie anase mabunu mieni yinkwa na momo ye part of a network bi a edi sa adwuma no a investigation be me yahu sa ade no enye sa ade ade be kam wo han mu bia no eye bosremu ka.
Okay.
Na me pese ye di bosremu ka e be di sa nkomo yi ye nyama wonum a wo mu di dwuma no na wo mu hwehwemu no eni ye kosi bia ye bia ebe sombo ama yetimi abo atu anamo se ye so sa ade ya no na kwa maka no awie no na mesre so se awofo no ye momo yakọ mesre se eya
yeah
nanso so yi ya ni nyina achi no mebọ mpa ye di asere se nyame mma wo mo akokuduro ene odwo akoma emma wo mo nkasa bebre because said minister e kan ye say wɔnom ɛna bɛkyerɛ mfie dodo a obi adi ɛne de aka ho no it is not for them to do wɔn ma investigators nyɛ wɔn adwuma na mɛsrɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛn ni akɔ ho yi ma no nkɔyɛ sɛ asɛm a aba a yɛyɛ ne gidigidi ya be prosecute asɛm no wɔ peace fm yɛwie kyɛ sɛ proper prosecution ɛsɛ sɛ ɛkɔ so no ɛnkɔ so bio we should learn to avoid that nti mɛsrɛ sɛ awofoɔ no ɛya yɛma mo yɛakɔ but wɔn so wɔn nsoso wɔn ho sɛ bɛyɛ a kasa no ɛnkɔ sɛ ɛyi nhwehwɛmu a ɛsɛ sɛ mpanin ebi yɛ chairman general 2000 owura bi ɔbɛnfo bi yɛ frɛ no Manuel Castells ɔyɛ ɛyi article bi a na ɛyɛ part of a global discussion wɔn sɛ ne yɛ 10 millennium and the beginning of a century anana yɛka information age ɔto saa krataa ne din the rise of the fourth world ɔka nneɛma bɛyɛ sɛ ɛnan bi inequalities kyɛ sɛ inequalities yɛnyɛ pɛ nsateɛ anyɛ pɛ ɛnso yɛpɛ sɛ nsateɛ nyinaa yɛ pɛ polarization owie no a ɔka ayi baako bi a ɔse social exclusion na social exclusion no sɛ ɛno mpanimfoɔ bi koraa ka sɛ yɛyɛ ama yɛkɔ so social death ewuo yɛku nipa no te sɛ ewuo ansa koraa wawu yɛyi na firi nipa mu yɛnka no nka nipa ho na no na ɔka baako bi a chairman general friend perverse integration within the social exclusion network minister ebo population figures bi say dynamics no anything to go by chairman general Kaswa enclave no contains more than the people who ought to stay there.
Yeah.
Why?
Because the minister
it's a rhetorical question.
Okay.
Kwame nya Kaswa nko a said the sasaka edibaye no. There were many other places. Ashaman there ya na minister boss we. Ashaman honyu yo. Kaswa beji di but I'm saying that Ashaman enjoy. Mpani bi crahwehwe bibia e friend urban sprouts and access sprouting ya Kwame obuboye it's like on cry bi piepie mu
wo kan sisi obi de ne dia aba.
Thank you.
O se me fan ka homa Redco.
Thank you.
O se Redco or Medina. Or say the prostitutes and criminal dens over there.
Kwame.
The police know, the MMCE knows, the assemblymen know, the people in the neighborhood know. We've reported it several times. Nobody's doing anything about it. Kwame, 2 months ago, 4 persons died in broad daylight at the Redco Medina area. Till now, nothing has happened. Nobody has heard anything.
Kwame, the danger with what Manuel Castells calls perverse integration, no, and no, and the what kinds is here, is a network.
Yeah.
And it's surprising that it is not made up of nkrofo sebi or me socially excluded in kwa. Ye won nkrofo sebi ebinom ekuta dibre akese e obambo nyuma mu. They become part of that perverse integration. Perverse integration to the extent say adwuma wo mu di no eye adwuma etiamra. Ayonkofa da wo mu ntem no eye ayonkofa nam bone so.
Eboa bone no.
Na mom edemfasode bre wo mu sika fam tumidie fam anyonyam fam ene edin efam. Enti a criminal economy. Overshare na drug link to drugs. Enya nipa kum nko a enya nipa pass edi ese edi kopes kan nko a. Overshare na ye ayi amanyosem se obenya nipa dodo ama wo mu adi wachi. Overshare na eye se unya contracts. Overshare na eye nsam kra sebi akowie asendi bia ye wo ajaja na temuafo a wo mo ye part of that perverse integration. Entina make us a bambo for nhwehwemu no Kwame mayem soso mayem fa dede enko ho na quietly wo munye thorough investigation and from maye. If you say at the heart of this matter no I raise so many other issues. City planning, town and country planning, population dynamics. Chairman, some nema nyina ye nema esese ye dwen ho. Na me pese me di wie ekase. Oh, eba ne say ya ne aka areho seme wom ne asu. Na ya jama nato. Ne ya move on. Pame me bi so.
Yeah.
National Development Planning Commission. Where are they? Again, na ekoso. Adwen ba ne ya adwen afa Ghana ho. Efri ne kopim mfie be se du entem. Yen dodo baabi a ye betena. Ene kra de abetomu a opese ye di hu nkomo. Say Accra as your national capital, commercial, executive, legislature, judiciary. Ghana ye ayi Accra ye Ghana. E ka ho bi na kaswa. Et de etino because I been crying. And we are not thinking outside the box to move something. Of course, South Africa, one capital, and then Johannesburg in your capital, biao. A commercial city keke. Open judiciary, I just call Bluefontaine. My bonny ye, Kwame.
Bluefontaine.
Bluefontaine, thank you. Open a parliamentary year, Oko Cape Town. Executive, now Oko Pretoria. Nigeria, haya Abuja, and Lagos, wo.
But what does that have to do with the crime rate?
Kwame, me tell no say, as someone as see no, the crime incident, yabaka no, say yenye hwehwemu ni enko wie, but it has also brought about a number of issues. Apart from the incident of the crime, the environment, your national issues, security, national planning, population, ni na pie. Men kam mama someone no. Asemo asi kokobo. Ti said de wode minister no de no ye no. Twinya dwen asi bibi so. There is something amiss in Ghana. Let's look for it.
There's something amiss in Ghana. Let's look for it. James Kwabena Bonfe, A.K. Kabila, and Amoten in Kano now. Fear on in Matahiko says, unfortunately, some of these guys in these dangerous areas are used by politicians. Government should as soon as possible set up a military base at Kaswa. There are a lot of criminals living there. Edu say Poku in Nkuranza. I don't know if setting up a military base will solve that problem. But well, let's see. Maybe the presence of military people. Kwame, blood money, slay queens, robbery, snatching of cars, drugs, prostitution. They are rife in that general Ablekuma, Kaswa, and Winneba areas. I am not surprised at all. Kaswa remains the center point between Ablekuma and Winneba. If the president doesn't act fast, something will happen again. Zion Joe in Amasaman. Say Obama in Pokua say, I feel outraged about this Kaswa nemesis. For purposes of education of the general public, let's check Section 3 of the Juvenile Justice Act 2003, Act 653. It says, a person who during an arrest, investigation, or trial of an offense that involves a person below the age of 18 releases any information or publication that may lead to the identification of the child commits an offense, and upon conviction shall be liable to pay a fine not exceeding 3,000 Ghana cedis, or a term of imprisonment not exceeding 12 months, or both. Okay, so I guess because their pictures are out. Anyway, Kwame, simply put, Kaswa means chaos and anarchy in every sense of the word. Alaji McLean sends that one. And then the police is aware of the criminals and their hideouts, Kwame. I think they should stop the pretense and face reality. Even in Taifa, I spotted some young people with their luxurious vehicles parked at joints, drinking and enjoying. Abundance, Kumasi. You came all the way from Kumasi to Taifa. Wow. I guess we all know. Yenim, Yehum. Yehum. Mrantene Maba Abasone. Kasa Kesie ne Abraham Mobo. But Ubie Misashi. Well, when I was growing up, you dare not. Me onyanku bi ehu. Also no Osha onye Nyankopon no ogbo nipa no ogbo hen ebibifo. Na debia asemba no ozaba. Na Eben Wachobio. Or say ask Kwame Duncan. All the security reports that were brought to him. I bet you next week we'll be talking about something else. And this issue will be forgotten.
That's true.
When I tell you we were not created by the God of heaven, you don't agree. Mate, I still don't agree.
Adam was a black man.
Also, onye Nyankopon no born.
Fact.
Eka yen sempo se onye Nyankopon no born.
Kaja there if bones on Kenya.
A quick one from Daffin Finance before Little Jacobs comes in. He says, what's the state of your financial health? Does your business need support? With Daffin Finance, we'll ease your financial burdens with robust investments and deposit products. Whether you're seeking education, building your business, or saving towards retirement, Daffin Finance has a plan for you. Plan investment products, fixed deposits, call accounts, whatever finance. Speak to Daffin Finance today on 0302 201 702. That is 0302 201 702 or 055 822 9858. You'll find Daffin Finance adjacent the Tesano Baptist Church on the Instagram Circle Road. Daffin Finance, the preferred finance house. Alete, medudo.
Yeah. Kwame, mami nje funya.
You good ajodo.
Na mansume we crackers. Kwame na owi no crackers no je kitikiti bi o mo fan shemenu.
Mo ehin.
Na easy headquarters
Yeah, we crackers.
I say crackers.
No, oh yeah, at the tat. No. Oh yeah, crackers no yeah tat.
I hear for those of you who speak Hausa, Kaswa means market.
Market, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Peggy Amadonko, I didn't know you spoke Hausa. Thank you, Peggy.
Kwame, for the information of the public, Professor Jacob Benjamin Kote Papa Few. One of the greatest surgeons. Mrs. Kate Kote Papa Few.
Yeah, and check out there.
Oko Ninsa Menji Ifide.
Okay.
Na obe ni bibia or church. Na obi azu odo shefufu.
Fufu pa.
Enyo fufu pa anti yama anti Kate na namba na nebusuafo nya yakọ.
Mo shezen.
Kwame,
Alete.
Mama can the history of Kaswa when I was growing up in Cape Coast and Accra. Where Accra will grow fast, papa. Kwame minimum grandpa on your was it. Nanyima, those days in 69, Mama Shasi from Winneba Junction. Kwame Winneba Junction, oh yeah, this was then forest trees. I can see. And if you go now drive a old benzim, na rukongrana, if you are penetrate in the 60s. Oh man, in the 80s, Ebune Jetasamunum, Wabaji, as I see what Johnson, oh baby, warrior golf park. For the first time, you at the golf, apart from Achimota Golf. The second one was at Winneba Junction. Ebodu awutu breku. Ikona o she inside. Onya ba no. A kani nyina di feta kakaba nyina, feta kakaba di obenyini later because in central region go more feta fu wasase sin obia. Nti na de bia ntoko ho. They have the biggest land in central region. Dama di buffer budubram so ye ko kiti bi. Nechi loye na neke kawuna ade na ebodu Kaswa oye ikro keke bi na to them Kwamna Ken, they are people from the Sahel.
Yeah.
Na one first time Nenchi ofi Burkina ofi Niger and Malia Kaswa was about first. Nti ngwofu fingran butchers na ze wo fingran na wokoto enem wo Kaswa. That's how the name Kaswa came to be.
I see.
Nti ebu ruminanti piani cheaper oho na ekoto all marketing na sisi abo ebubu na was a news station bi na zi oh ne sabita frache yen nuanum from the northern extraction was stay na kuku kakre bi wo sisi abo twa kuku no po nehu assassin oya awutufu ho asase ne awutufu no wondoso kaswa assassin oya ofanko awutu ofanko onhin na asase na how kaswa became what it is now. President Rawlings obeying what targeting Ashaman. Because you knew the history of Ashaman.
Yeah.
The history of Ashaman is no different from the history of Kaswa. In Titama, President Rawlings movie earth equipment to call bubu tabuden and chance then aden. One we're going to get Kaswa. Kaswa germinated Langard. Langard Kenyina or Shasifi Kaswa.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the gospel truth. Mr. Germinating my younger na fosu ya harvest Langards. And when they spill over and by amo waba ablekuma. Ba ninja num go abazi kofi ninja num so abazi.
Kweku ninja na tola.
Yeah. Eko so many places within English amanfro. Botiano, Aplaku, Kokrobite, appear to form. It to form their basic wood and I. A lot of people have been buried because of Langard. And say what in getting dama ne abaye fui in grand. In Katesia ne mrente ya washa say abaye in kaka dama wapamwana. Once baby wo benya baby kakra because tudu ho no shase ebeka ya tudu na nchansi na ntabo obi return obi yeshusha graba opedo bo kiosk kitikiti bi no onya chance go bi no sha ho adicha otrani shusha enyim nzoko do baby no other wopam nya afio they all went to Kaswa. The man if Kaswa shase do rugbe Tidama Kwamna Ken. Every tribe in this country, Kaswa.
West Africa.
No, I'm a Sahil. Apart from Madi, every tribe in this country, Kaswa.
Yes.
And you see, on a Kabilarican, we haven't been able to integrate these different tribal groups. One culture, one way of life. And see, Kaswa now is a violent place. It is Sudan and Buana Gofaba. Makada and Mrisi go a full filling station. Mato assassinate if you knew well documented. Mamma, you are no more Mowosa, what the motor Nazi were about there. One of my instructions that won't see them. Well, in the Mozo Makali, watch your controversy, Wiji. My brothers were from Mutuko. Oh, Nupa Walake boy. But if you want to walk as an power young grandful. Nay, you more than that. Me pay BB Kakrama one. Now you walk up.
Another group will come.
Now, the problem is that Kaswa Buin will affect Adi Gomafete in the Yanyano. And was as in Ayana. It is here, the outskirts of Kaswan. Or your modern buildings are putting or war. And so if he Langartin when you're an operational area once was being his car. And so Yanyano Kwamna Noti, there's always chieftaincy dispute. Gomafete, there's always chieftaincy dispute. All because of Abadi assassin.
Yeah, no, that to a vice president call. One major issue.
Mama Kaso.
Major issue on our little burden.
Major issue.
Mama, I'm telling you, they have the land. I there, yeah, Dampasi. Dampasi is ya eko kokrobi tene from ne ko Dampasa. Dampasa asasi. Oya nyanya no fo asasi. Enwa, ba mukromufu nkranfosu we take over assassin. Now who bond dog there butuma alcohol. Na kaka there the man ne dam. Kwame Inyima in Kano Ankasan Central Region in the Greater Accra or end at Obecha Bilamte Circle. The man who movie was about Wager Junction. If he wasn't movie view, no was about Aplaku Junction. If he barrier in your head, why you? Then all of a sudden, you see the development of English Amanfro. It became a court conflict between the Gans and then the Awutu people. As far as even Jacobia. Now, a dominant river in Tum in Ginano. And the only thing I put to make Ginano in there about Falangas. Into the cultural behavior of Kaswan. Aye, Bibi Oho. On you are perfectly right. Missy, Sir, how Kumsin, either in San or Yebenyinsa and no Besian Sadi, nobody can tell. It will not what him. So Yebenyin is so Yebesian is so.
It two-way.
But that is the mark of a good leader, protecting and defending your troops. Because the mass see, and the way our mass one, we know Kaswa. You'll be buried alive. Our when you build. It is now the responsibility of the national security agencies. Here, order water hopper. Because I suppose if we now sometimes they are a victim. They are. How do you control the place? I sometimes because of violence in the I actually are
we saying that Kaswa is a no-go area?
Mama Kasho. And one thing so in there. Moto knew the best means of transport.
Damn.
In I'm Roberts and so Mo use any moto. What did you ban? Because roads in you until often Sabe Maha Oko. And you know, sometimes I praise how I come see.
Bullion Vana or attacking my police for our corner to crowd war, Ashanti region. War didn't one. First person I watch it. That's what about you.
Obachino Kaswa?
Yes. Into the stretch across. Because the one war Ashanti region. Attack a bullion van. Police will come.
Wokun police in your 6 weeks in yours. About it.
1.5 months. You put them more common. But I'm telling you. I'll be sending messages here. I say every night 1 or 2 houses get robbed. Every night. No, Abubo places are OC or Kaswa.
Family, what has added to the woes of Kaswa?
Yeah.
Onini Adi Buduburam. Yeah.
But it means at the end of the day, Yaye. In terms of sprawling and sprouting. Yaye Shahan from time you started Buduburam. Missing there. Yasha Kaswa Moy.
Jay the Buduburam no a sofubio. Buduburam Nagase Kun or refugee from which Kokrokoo. Nene sofubi wo ho. Okay, them PNDC member ya. Wodin boni bi wo ho. Sani na asamo sabati. Ma President Rawlings OCZ not man refugees in.
Main careful story.
Yeah, that is the story. Now, any my refugees now was one feel Liberia band. There were these rebels. You bring all manner of characters when you are receiving refugees. So that has added to the woes of Kaswa. Ne Kaswa Susi onye Budubram almost closed. Wabum. Nti amanfu to fi Budubram no wegejewu. That's one of the radio TV stations, Joy or something like that. What year? Nigerians watch them. Nigeria watch them. Liberians no so one wage anu na one anu major one what you want one waka ho when you maybe aye and see to them hinya can the national security the national development planning commission they should see to where on the magade me visa wa kumsin only power obokaka oba power he sent a lot of projects to that area. One side of it probably used to be waterlogged area. One side of Kaswa, it was waterlogged. Okwa the kashe adi Weja Leki. Kwame baby I see chapu denka krekenya don't be walk away. No a Catholic secretariat full one farm in the 70s or shall say 69. 70s are added by 80s. No would young Kuma Guardian X and nigga come out to Kotuba. Within that enclave in Yina and then or vegetable farms by the Catholic Secretariat. And Wajiji Catholic football means the Obotumbo or Kokotino or Gaji Wansasi. It's all been developed. This is how we find ourselves. It been more beshe Botiano, been more she Kokrokoo, been more she Aplaku. Wakacho the Kokrokoo, Awutu Muniko Kakaba. Mamprobi the same. These are names of Awutu in a Futu names. Today Botiano.
Yeah.
It didn't Boti or your Winnie Bezin. Kwame Namoba.
Yeah.
And so what's a Botinano? Mozart didn't say. Dasumami used to be Mango line. In the Wabe estates, and out of those estates in Ewo Ewo Shabu, Ewo Petekwe, Ewo Agege. That's how these again sprouting and what?
Sprawling and sprouting.
That's how these towns came into being.
But I will tell you history, Kakro.
Aveno. It is because of Kanesi estates. No, Okreti Aveno.
Obande.
No, workers all one. Sabita Fraja Mesrawa, who confui.
Mam Crofun,
Who confui, Jacapinta Funazi. No way you more. I would make estates in a nigga Kawana in a no Canadian estate. That's how Aveno came to be.
I know what Aveno.
That being Jawa workers who want tabu in whom Aveno Mota. Yeah, sorry, and I'll go with you. But Agbogloshi.
Yeah.
Agbogloshi Nankasan is just directly opposite the Accra Railway. Railway line or whatever. Just opposite the Agbogloshi. But today, old Fadama
was
is being called Agbogloshi. And one is because of the Northern Wars.
Meka Konkomba one especially.
Yes, that brought Agbogloshi to such level. Most of the Nefi, Yenyo and Musa, Wawa Burkina and Mali, Niger, and once was the annual. And the annual market in Ankasankasan or Agbogloshi. A cheap iron. Agbogloshi is the best market in Ghana. The cheapest. A Bibia cheaper.
But there's a lot of crime there too.
One Gajawa and one Tello.
And then one blow.
It's one bloom.
I didn't want to say only the old Fadama. And that has destroyed the Kole Lagoon.
Which is true.
Kanu ye baby say and namu kwachira baby yakwa anyi Kole ya yepa mpatwa.
No, I say. Peace 104.3 and pay James Kwabena Bonfeta, Fanny Kabila, Ewaha, or a social commentator, Bernard Alute Jacobs, former Central Regional Chairman of the NDC, who's been sacked from the NDC. He also can.
Our troubles.
Where you is that?
No, wait, mommy, you
where you is the count? Or a double slap.
No, was a way in a
and one letter.
Oh, in Kenyan.
Parliamentary aspirant to be or one of the Ghana constituencies. My blast one, but all the leadership and they have lost their way. In your leadership, well, no, be another massacre. And that's all my control card out of me.
Che Ghana.
Alate Jacobs, now, of course, the former Central Regional Minister, the exciting, ebullient, and irrepressible Kwame Duncan. But Mr. Kobi wa Hamanodo. We friend Dr. Jones Opoku Ware. Now, Dr. Jones Opoku Ware is a criminologist and a crime researcher. Us we share BB about crime using Kaswa. Now, opede o share kakrebi. Dr. Opoku Ware.
Kwame.
Mache.
Major Zuminia.
Boko de. Nyamia dumboko.
Great.
Na yes say en common ye di wa ha no de wa hyede sua mu akwatire aye research ni ade nyina.
Okay.
Ode your PhD studies.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, Kwame.
PhD studies.
Yes.
In Kaswa.
Okay, so Kaswa was a study area.
And Pacho boy en common e dey na hu here.
Okay. So my studies was basically, on what we call socio-spatial analysis of crime patterns.
Socio-spatial analysis of crime patterns.
Yes. And now the intention is now we see how crime compared to different places over time. So I decided to look at Kaswa and 5 other areas. In fact, Ashtown, Apeusika, Asinodomasi, and I was just trying to compare urban and rural areas and to see. So I had to come to Kaswa, to live in Kaswa for about 3 months, just to observe the place, how these criminal activities operate. In fact, on my studies now, now me use a theory, your friend is social disorganization theory. And what the theory, basically I can say, if a particular area there is high population density, and now there is residential instability. That is said there keep moving up and down over that area. And I say population on it does. And I say other issues say family distractions over that area where it patterns the kind of crime. So I have to come and live in Kaswa just to observe those variables now.
Into Betran Kaswa 3 months.
Yes, for 3 months. In fact, I was living in Kaswa High Tension, then Akweli, all those areas where I was studying. In fact,
yes.
The dynamics that operate in Kaswa are quite interesting. And for me, as a criminologist and a crime researcher, the police and our security agencies now have to take a lot of precautionary measures when it comes to Kaswa. For instance, I heard one of your panelists say Kaswa, people keep moving in and out. It's true. And now when you look at issues of residential instability now, Kaswa lies between Greater Accra and Central.
Yes.
And so you see a lot of the crimes that happen there, we call them transitory crimes.
Crimes, yeah.
Yes, people in Kaswa or in a Greater Accra can move in and go and do something and come back. And people in Cape Coast can also move in, go and do something and go back. So it is a perfect handout for criminals to operate because the area is such transitory that they can just pass through, do whatever they want to do and move out. In fact, I analyzed 13 crimes, including murder, robberies, in fact, rape, and all those things. And out of the 13 crimes, Kaswa recorded 10 as the highest area with those kind of crimes.
Wow.
In fact, out of the 13 crimes. For instance, when you even check the police data, with what I found personally, based on my interviews with people, you realize that a lot of those crimes that happen in Kaswa are not even recorded by the police. So what it means is that in criminology, you call something tax figure of crimes. So there's a lot of tax figure of crimes where these crimes, the police don't even know about them. I even heard what Alotejeko is saying right now. Say, there are so many people who have been buried there. In fact, if the police should begin to do a sweep up of Kaswa, trust me, they will find a lot of crimes that have gone on in Kaswa they are not even aware.
Wow.
Okay, so when you talk about Kaswa, there's some areas even within Kaswa that if it's 8 p.m., trust me, you will never be able to pass through that area in Kaswa. Because there are certain elements, in fact, I call them gangsters. Okay, these guys have created boundaries for themselves within the area, and they exert their own street laws. So it's like at this point in time, we control this area. And now, until we give you the permission to pass, you cannot pass. In fact, most of the interviews I even did with people when I lived there were actually people who were committing crimes even as we were doing the interviews. I mean, people were on drugs. You know, as I was even talking to them, you know, these guys will be smoking their weed and all those kind of things. Sometimes you have to even try to even tip them before they will come and they begin to tell you things. And the most sad aspect of it is that when you even want to talk to the police, it's very difficult. Kwame.
Are the police for no?
Very, very difficult.
Are they cooperative and
I mean, you know, our system works sometimes. I wouldn't want to break that. They also have their own structural constraints. I mean, as a service, yes. But I think they should be more up and doing. In fact, in my studies, some of the writers I do, I indicated that look, Kaswa is a time bomb waiting to explode, and therefore it is very, very, very important that our security agencies now they begin to re-strategize, okay, and try to deploy more resources in crime fighting and containment within the Kaswa enclave, especially because of where Kaswa lies, and the fact that many people are able to commit transitory crimes in between and then leave. And also, many people who live in Kaswa actually don't even live there. They move in between. So there's a high residential instability that goes in there.
So let me ask you, Doctor, who lives in Kaswa? Maybe besides same way because also a transitory crime area. Enti ebit me ba be di ho be tehwa no akodi bone no ma ba no ma san yera. Enti ye kasa Kaswa se na akotra ho ye research ne ade na. Why not Kaswa?
Look, Kaswa basically, inside Alote was telling you a history about how the population has overshot itself. In fact, in the 80s, Kaswa had a very, small population size. However, within the 90s, there was an explosion within the area where people from different areas, in fact, there are even more foreigners, especially from the West African sub-region, who come and live in Kaswa. And for them, what they do is that during the day, sometimes they come and live there. During the night, they move out.
So how come over time, we've just let it happen? I used an expression, sprouting and sprawling. How come over time we've allowed it to sprout and sprawl and nobody has done anything? What happened?
It's because in this country generally we don't monitor changes that happen within the country over time. Okay, it's like things are left to happen as it is. There's no clear planning and thinking into the future about structuring our cities. Okay, and now in my studies, basically it's about spatial planning, how the structure of places can pattern crimes. So you see that with time, if the authorities decide to structure our communities, to start to pay more attention to how our society is organized and our communities are organized, we can be able to contain how people even behave within the communities and to be able to police crime. If we don't do that and we just allow it, that people can just move in. For instance, if you come to Kumasi, Ashtown, now look at Ashtown is planned. People come in. Ashtown is also closer to Central Market. And now people move in, they come and do trade. By the time you realize they are living in Ashtown. Okay, people move in, and we are not able to monitor people's movement over time. And now, what happens is that at the end of the day, we have people that we cannot even account for living among us. They can come in and commit crime, and then within some few minutes, they are off and they leave.
Doctor, let me ask you my very final question in connection with Kaswa. You kept mentioning a time bomb.
Yes.
Now, based on your research, based on having stayed there or lived there for a while, is this time bomb you're talking about, can it be diffused or will it explode?
Kwame.
Yes, sir.
To very, very honest with you, it is a difficult. I don't know how to put it, but it is very difficult to unravel because you see, we let the problem to fester for long. Okay, there are a lot of these crimes that are committed by foreigners. I don't want to personalize the nationalities.
So, yeah.
Okay, in Kaswa, yes. And now, how do we control, for instance, the movement of people within that area? Yes, are authorities ready to do that? That is a question all of us will have to answer. Can we also prevent people from settling in Kaswa in terms of the population density, population control? Can we do that? So these are the kind of questions, I mean, we have to keep answering ourselves and keep demanding answers from our authorities, from our city planners, and from our law enforcement agencies. Because you see, as a society develops, okay, there are more crime opportunities that are created. Okay, so always once there are crime opportunities, there are crime targets.
Yeah.
So as the society keeps on moving, the community keeps on changing, it is important that the security agencies are aware of the changes and then begin to map up and deploy crime control and mapping resources that will match up to the way the community is changing.
Do you think we're afraid of starting xenophobia, and that's why you don't want to talk about a particular group of people?
I know, Kwame, from whatever I've said, you know where I'm just trying to...
I know where you're going, but
Yeah,
you know, because we've been told to be cautious, not to be xenophobic.
Exactly.
But we know the truth.
If you know the truth,
It is staring us in the face. So what do we do?
Exactly, Kwame. That's the question. Because you see, the security agencies, they know. Trust me, they know. From the interactions I have with the people. In fact, I was not even surprised when I heard one of the boys had actually been dismissed from school for raping. Look, it's a crime that is very common in Kaswa.
Rape.
Yes, defilement. Very, very common there.
Defilement is common.
Very, very common. Okay? It is something very common. But as I said, most of these crimes have that figures. Okay? The police don't even get to even know them. But they are happening there. So, Kwame, it's a complex knot that we have to untie, sorry.
Anyway.
And I don't know how we are going to do that.
Well,
we can do that.
I'll keep you in the loop and look for you, and every now and again we'll come and tap into your research.
That'll be fine, Kwame. I'll always be on standby.
I appreciate that. Thank you very
so
much
for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thanks a lot to Dr. Jones Opoku Ware. Is a criminologist and a crime researcher. Now, what else can I say? And some of those Alute Jacobs or Hakwamna Duncan or Hakabila or this one says, Chairman General, I think one of the issues that's making Kaswa uncontrollable is the fact that it's close to Accra, yet it's under the central region. And then this one says, Chairman General, that was a very insightful issue you raised with regard to the incident involving Hawa Kumsen as a manifestation of the crime situation in Kaswa. But let me ask you and your people, what do people expect Hawa Kumsen to do when she felt threatened? Was she expected to just stand there and be attacked? If anything fatal had happened to her, we, the same people, would have asked why she didn't use her weapon. If we are not careful, one day, they will raise their own flag, Republic of Kaswa. Anyway, my name is Kokrokoo, Independent People's Socialist Jamahiriya of Kaswa.
But what has given rise to this question?
I'm sorry?
What has given rise to this question?
No, we're talking about the crime situation and how it is difficult to control it. Because I was speaking to Dr. Jones Opoku Ware, we're not about the different groups what I said to and confirming what both
relative to Hawa. In all of this discussion.
No, I raised the Hawa. And you probably send message Jamahariya about the bad, you know. I say because it is a manifestation of the crime situation in Kaswa. Trying to agree with me that we should look beyond the politics of dragging Hawa in, and probably, as I said, I won't hold brief for Hawa, but looking back, maybe
it tells a story.
It tells a story that we should, you know, Because when defending what
we wouldn't know what would have happened
now,
to her. When it is election time, or the area or Swedru Jai. Kwame Inyima, doctor, wafe bibi anka ho.
Kwame, minyipa na say enye Nyankopon na egbo bibi for.
Me chip in something.
I say enye Nyankopon na egbo Ghana. I return ba also see here. E kind there enye na ya adwen no. No also okay, men kan sure the let's reference Genesis 6:6. Enye ma mi hu wo ha. And the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth.
Yes.
And it grieved him to his heart. Not the count there. He was referring to Ghanaians.
And therefore reduce the age of man to when they are 20. Don't you know? Kwame Inyimibia.
Mete.
Kaswe again. Yeah, and there them Islamic the fundamentalists for Ugu Sahil way. Enyima one kofa wo bay basate Ghana in Taman. Fa what was go. And most of them are in the petroleum industry. Into trouble be swa. No wa got you one kofo was one hour. Onu so on man Ghana yemfa yenu enhwe. Inti nasia mkankani wo news mu there. President Nana Akufo-Addo wa ma military 40 what van them armored cars.
Yeah.
Armored cars. Na mesa correcto perfecto.
For movement.
Ghana is getting ready for any eventuality.
Mamenko alote Kwame Nando onche bi amopon because of time factor, but
I'm a doctor easy here time.
Importuna medicians.
It was a good
thing. I
am rough. Kwame Nando Nkrofo no cry send me message. Wefuechi. Ba Nkrofo no cry send me message. Chairman General, don't say you are not holding brief for Howard Kumsin. Hold your balls as a pseudo vandal. Gather your testicular fortitude and declare your support for Howard Kumsin. Nana has Ojiri.
Testicular fortitude.
Now this one says, Chairman General, what you're saying about the Howard Kumsin issue is what most of us ignore. It's a reflection of the community she lives in. We ignore because we are not ready to face it head on, and we may want to politicize.
Yes.
We have a time bomb on our hands. Derek, East Legon. My little history, the original name of Kaswa is Odupong-Pehe. It was a meeting point of the Ewutu people and their neighbors, including the Gomwes, for transacting business. As the immigrants moved in, particularly the place from the north and the Sahel, they named the place Kaswa Mini Market. So the place was always a meeting ground. In present day, it's becoming a meeting ground, but for criminals from the sub-region.
You find the same thing in Ghana.
Yeah.
Meeting place.
Yeah.
Odupong.
Yeah.
Some also worse in there. Means of livelihood. When cultivable land. Thank you. Yeah. Even boja subsistence farming, crop farming. You don't have the land. You don't have pasture, grass.
Animals to
No. Kwame nebi wo ho.
But
in the 80s.
The situation today is what we are talking about.
Yes, still.
Man.
Yes, you don't have sea. They don't have sea.
Yes.
They don't have land.
Yes.
They don't have grass.
But yeah.
In your basic thing.
No, but Kwame,
it has become a situation.
No, Kwame.
Man must feed on man.
I would disagree with you people because in the area Honewa,
the
natural
situation today. They don't have it.
They still.
No. They don't have it.
Enyima, akweli baby oche ya also okatran way. A bit peaceful place. Just directly opposite. Not football hotel and conference of your nature or your arable land.
How do you get access?
How do you get anyway? I agree with you.
It's being turned into
the buildings. Yes. Anyway. At Austin used to have a pineapple farm in that area. In the area enwa di fi awutu breku di sen ozu ko agona konyaku na other areas in chaza wo do o pa anyi pineapple.
Yes.
In that area. Yes, in that area in the 70s and 80s. But this year will be no was it done more. Apple fan kwa one this year then I'm putting
but
so
maybe so finally you were regional minister.
Yeah.
It came up several times. From your point of view, ebazin yibi tumaye. And I ebazin wo ye na ebazin yibi tumaye.
Yeah, Kwame, you are talking about resource allocation.
You know.
Coordinating council itself. It is one that doesn't have an appropriation bill. So watch a common fund, what's in my assembly, sir? A small percentage, very, very small. It's all meant for meetings and paying for bills. That's all for resource allocation to the coordinating council. End of story. Even resource to do maintenance of even government buildings and offices. It's not there. And see, on your da, when you are there, look, problem in our way, or that must solve. Now, must solve us. One far and some one form way, and you talk, now, that is not there. So, for police, also, as the main agency, or the work security, the regional command. Was the there was the patrols and was not there. And as far as I can recall, Kwame, every major forum, and I'm sure you should understand major forum, every major forum reporting major. Listen, look, this we need to a whole security architecture for Kaswa. As I mentioned, what it meant was that it was over and above me. But the mayor aware, the minimum nuances, madam say, nah, mayor SOS and that one, I didn't sleep over it.
But it's not a division now.
Yeah, that's why I said division. But in the division, they look up to the command.
The regional command. And then probably they need a whole regional command on the job.
Yes, on your small thing, Kwame, Kaswa, on your small. Chede, every minute some crime is happening. Every minute.
No, catching the defilement and rape is normal.
If it's rape and defilement today. Common crime. Rape and defilement. Don't put on heaven.
Well, it's a column of wood someone.
It's
a catcher when I'm
meeting a catcher. I don't know for watching no bread.
It's the environment. Mamma Foreman warning women. Mamma Foreman warning women.
Bibi said them will see on your one.
On yet, that's what they, I mean, every day they live it. They get exposed to it. Violent crimes.
Neti galina confone and is the fusu or dos or
perverse
that's what mommy estate
wrong.
Kwame ne your friend Mango line.
Yes.
That's what mommy estate.
There's a breakdown.
Ne your friend Mango line.
Yeah.
Those days you so won there. Na Ghana commercial bank wo won kotoku nkitin bi. What the coins gum. On na yedi adi bag yedi sheyechi. Ne you from one mango to another. Mango na sinya ni sifu akonfu tigalifo na wo into what one wunya ogogo awutu assassin as I'm speaking to you e pe akobojo asin nature e bo hu opi wo ho
tigalifo
ma be kacho eni sifu na sisi awowo .com na di go fitigali.com na.
My final comment make hu me peyin bi eja me kofiana na me kusia azika kanti oya na me bisa no say the final comment you give me. This whole issue is also largely fueled by security implications of the ECOWAS protocol on free movement of goods, persons, and services, coupled with the loopholes and laxity in our own security system, lack of data management of people. Bad elements are easily attracted to crime-prone areas, which offer them a good hideout to ply their trade.
Thank you.
Namre bisana mentia xenophobia, the security aspect. No, that's
a quick one. It will not be largely, but to be partly.
Okay.
Fueled, not largely.
Okay.
But partly fueled. That one, partly fueled, I agree.
Okay.
Because your hands are also tied.
Are also tied.
In some of
To
these,
respect these protocols.
Protocols, yeah.
But
So largely, not partly. Partly, not largely.
Yes.
I'll take pianist member if you know AJ Bodia.
Yeah, Jebudi.
AJ Bodia.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
yeah, man for filler. Kwame.
Yes, sir.
Grid co.
Nchama hapo no, but I won't. Nchama that time also.
Yeah, that's right. Grid co. Check 2013 all through to 2016. Doomson. But also, gas of Nigeria, independent power producers. Kwame, that was the generation point. That is generating the power. And Sanity grid co transmit my UCJ so or distribute. They say, no, you're there, gas be no fee baby. That's a much. Into a generation. It's a problem. I mass power outage. Sometimes then the length and breadth of the entire country. Nina is on grid core on the one system on yet sufficient enough to serve, as you may put it, sprawling and sprouting countrywide. And see, man for apron to oranges. But I'm sure Obi Orites Bakare Masa. Whether green or blue, there is doom so.
There's doom so.
But the two are not the same.
There is no doomso.
But I'm saying that Obi say, oh, this explanation.
Yeah.
They're on your generation or your transmission, one system and on your the our capacity to carry the load now because all over the place there's extension. And so what you should have done along the way in there, into the upgrade to catch up.
Perfectly.
And so when upgrading into man quantum.
Perfectly.
No one my labs kakra. Another lag. Let me put it that way. Lag naba. But Kwame,
Obiso Semen Kancho there, in spite of your explanation, Doomsaw is a government changing catalyst. It links directly to the nerves controlling the thumbs of Ghanaians.
Oh, my son.
Ain't he, Mankancho?
My son, yeah,
Kwame na mapon. Yeah, me too.
My minister,
But unlike
we are young,
yes,
one to
unlike ECG, Kwame, ECG, anytime
That's right.
No, you're the way issue statement.
What your adverts go put there? This area,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, you're the way
Routine work.
Well, man for PRO, sir. Kwame, anytime physical presence, one second one you walk, sir.
Grico is lacking.
Grico is all like that. Assembly see my man for to that, what to compare what I should why in Basan and
Grico is lacking.
No, you will find a press release be what compact and can cry, but one press release can cry.
Spectacles.
Spectacles. Share the it's Kwame. Grico must begin to look at their PR session. Their PR session. How much does it cost to have a PR session that will always inform the people there? Oh, Assembly Martini, ahead of time. The people, there are those on the sideline are coming.
Yeah.
One can say, "Go to Honda to Crambo or Power."
What why?
Necessary opportunity.
The one can say yes in all mobile.
Exactly. So Grico must take a look at their PR session. One mama informed and people are getting angry because you are not speaking to them. You are not explaining things out to them.
Kwame.
That is something that they must take a note.
Kwame na me da si mapon. Kabila.
Yeah, mami mram kitwa. Kwame. Problem na wo ho no enye Greek nko asema. Me fi say energy sector problem. Enti
it is not as such. No.
This
Charlie.
is my view.
Oh, okay.
This is my view. Yes, of course.
Petroleum and all of the
Minister Tobo. Problem no one say power flow. Say the amount for sinya no wo mu fie mu no. I ho abasem say the wa wo kan. Enti ekowie pay a amount for bebusa say eye generation and transmission no. Enyo bia na ti ase.
Energy no ga there Grico for there when you
Grico for no mo nya adwuma in isolation. Enti me stress say ye problem yi. No credie emra na omo ne eni nkita ho bre ne brands FM
That's what he was
and
saying.
then say Kwame ebe year enka se hu be hia me hu say graphic report say hu be hia say ye de timetable and say timelines be to on one enka be boa no bia ya ahwehye aboa ne ho na fe so PURC for sabri ya ye wo mu yi enya bre a eye brepa wo ka say o kwakotu bibi mu ana say o de ayi simple ana say we bi e kwako ka ho
ana we fi president mama ndi say
me say enya brepa oh and me can say
hey Kwame na I know a point
me kaka
ye nyim de do
the problem facing by the energy sector today is a system upgrade. Yeah, the Greco transmission. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, no.
I want to conclude say as a country, who be here say you be a comprehensive outlook on the energy sector.
It is already there. It is already in
just say
systematically.
Implement.
Kabila, the major problem in there. Oh no!
Was not established for nothing. GRA was not established for nothing.
We have excess power generation.
Was not established for nothing.
Bami, the issue is a system upgrade.
That's right.
Kokrokoo, look, them transmission system. Just you know, VR is no we're breaking. President Kufuor breaking into Kokrokoo. Now you the three utilities in VRA, Kokrokoo, and then ECG. More warrior in there, Tambia, they upgrade their system. Until Otum, Wabaya advert to her, catch out there this area, the MIP road, the light, you bear them, or your system upgrade. But the major Kokrokoo lining for so many years in look, we are in a modern era. Until you need modern equipment to help you to transmit your power. And already now they are independent power producers. Ninya is fed into Kokrokoo.
Feed into the system.
If you so young as politically, say Kwame. Politically, you were one political weapon. Tambia you better win elections. Rural electricity.
Rural electrification.
Rural electrification. And what?
Almost every village has like.
Yeah, spread.
No, that is what must happen.
No, I agree. But mommy, you are there. No.
But it has to come with commensurate development. Commensurate development with the distribution.
Our people in the rural areas will not have it.
No.
Antimaso. Kwame Antimaso. No. Mr. Antimaso. Menyo ya adwin. Say, menyo ya adwin.
Yes.
There or the spread.
Yes.
But you spread it to them now you improve your systems.
Look,
that's what I mean by commensurate.
This yala.
Hey, this week any 55.
Yes, transitional lines. Yeah. And when the rural electrification in Yan, it fits into it.
Yeah.
Or there wasn't my ECG. There are some areas from the northern sector, and ECG is not part of it. That is from Bronga-Avo region.
That's Netco.
That's Netco. But Netco now, so they feed from Kokrokoo system. Most are the until obey here can say.
But how true is it there over time? Kokrokoo is in a cow. How about that?
Yeah,
it is part of the reason why over the years Kokrokoo hasn't been able to improve.
Kwame Sikan order electricity for what you man Kokrokoo. Ne Kokrokoo so otu be ma VRA. No to be ma in the power producer.
But
na mo in there.
Cash in your
that be onye the cash in your
cash ka home.
Me say the electricity sector in the energy industry. It is always political. Until no go do baby many cleanse wu enwa Kwame you go who prof na get your prof there you better the department and agencies in yan you meter one because we use excess meter we go air condition bo we go fit na air condition osido until one day expanded if you Kwame I have certain suggestions oh me all that happen there
Alote mamon pon. E baby ya beka wansem. Ai. E baby ya beka wansem.